How do you master the art of closing sales? You see, in any sales conversation, any sales situation, there are three things that you can get out of it. The first thing you can get out of it is a yes, and that's nice. You close the sale, you make the commission, now you can help the prospects solve a problem. That your product or service is the perfect solution for this particular client. And that's awesome. You make some money. You make it rain, right? And the second thing you can get out of any sales conversation, it is a no. And it's perfectly fine to get a no, because then you know you don't need to waste time. You can move on to the next prospect. Remember the SW formula. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone is waiting. Someone is waiting for you to offer your product and service to them. So that's okay. You get a quick no. Now, the third thing that you can get out of any sales conversation is what? It is a lesson. Now, what do I mean by a lesson? That is when you know what? I'm probably not going to close this deal. And that's okay. You're not attached to the sale. But instead of just getting off the phone, you're going to have a lesson. So you know you're not going to get the sale, but you're not getting off the phone yet, because as a sales professional, as a closer, it is not over until we say it's over. You don't let the prospect reject you, you reject your prospect. So you know you're not going to close the sale, and then you're going to say, hey, you know what, Mr. Prospect, before I get off the phone, exactly what are you going to do with this problem? Now you go back to the needs. You're going to have some fun. You're going to test out your new line. You're going to test out different scripts. You're just going to treat it almost like a role play. You know you're going to not get a sale. And that's perfectly okay. Sometimes what happens is, when you're not attached, you're just having fun, you're trying to get a lesson, it might turn into a yes. What you don't want is somewhere in between. You see, when you're talking with a prospect on the phone, right? You want a hell yes client. No, what do I mean by hell yes client? It means it's the hell yes that yes, it is the perfect prospect for you and it's someone that you want to help. Or you want a hell no. You know what I'm talking about. Those prospects, like, hell no, I don't want to work with that person. That person is going to be a pain in the ass. Going to be a client from hell, right? They nickel and dime you before you even start. It's a hell no. Or if it's just not a good fit, and that's perfectly fine. You have a hell yes, you have hell no. Here's what you don't want, somewhere in the middle. Between the hell yes and hell no, it is the fucking hell. Somewhere in the middle, in between, maybe wishy-washy, they're curious but they're not committed. You do not want that. That is hell. So a hell yes client or hell no. Sometimes when you are selling high ticket, when you are asking for a lot of money, it's a bigger transaction size. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you might want to slow down the transaction. You might want to slow down the sales process. So your prospect might say to you, hey, I'm ready to do business right now. I'm ready to go. Let's go. I want to hire you. You might take a step back. So they are like somewhere in the middle. They're not quite a hell yes client yet. You say, you know what, Mr. Prospect, let's slow down things a bit. Here's how I work with my clients. Before I take on any new client, I have these 3 criteria. And you list out all those criteria. This is what I'm looking for in a client. Is that you? Does that make sense? Are you comfortable with these terms? If you're not, that's okay. It's perfectly okay to say no to me. We can slow things down. We can stop here and you and I don't have to do business. And you slow things down. From there, you turn them from a interested or just curious client, somewhere in the middle, you turn them into a hell yes. Yep, this is exactly what I want. This is exactly what I need. Okay, now we can then talk about money. Hell yes, hell no. What you don't want is in the middle, hell. So remember, 3 things you can get out of any conversation. A yes, a no, or a lesson. Have some fun with this. Recently, I conducted a 4-hour exclusive training called Telephone Millions, where I teach you exactly how do you get more of those hell yes clients. And how do you get your prospect to say yes to you more often? And also how do you eliminate those tie kickers, those hell no clients, those clients from hell. And I want to give you as a gift from me to you for free. All you have to do is click the link below and join my global community called Dan On Demand. When you do that today, I'm going to give you this special training, Telephone Millions, absolutely free of charge. So go ahead. click the link below, and I'll see you in class.